out, but I'm gonna fat shame here too. This fat piece of shit literally fucking earlier said I'm oozing with estrogen.
Holy shit, I'm retarded. Wow. See, you don't even need COVID to fuck up a stream. You could just do it by yourself. Jesus Christ. Yeah, maybe I should unmute. I thought my chat was fucking with me. What's going on, Lems TV, DJ Default, Luna Lizzie, Starshade, Longface? What's going on, everybody? Yeah, I'm on COVID brain right now. Why does Twitch's mobile apps suck so much ass? It usually works for me. It's better than YouTube. You can lock your phone and still play the stream. Whenever I'm watching someone duo stream, I pick Twitch. Well, not anymore. Now I have premium like a little sucker. Hey, yo, thank you for the tier 1 from Stefan Corbino. Thank you for the prime from Venom Lives. And Garavenger22 saying, I hope you get better soon, Nick, from COVID Plague. I appreciate it. Jesus. Yes, I was muted. That definitely did happen, guys. So yeah, apparently I have COVID. I think I have COVID-19, as Deji would say. I must have had it. I knew I felt like shit around the time I talked to Dylan 2 days ago. Then I went on an Augie stream where my voice was just gone. People were saying it didn't even sound like me. I talked to Chud yesterday, and that was before I ended up getting a test. Gonna be a lot of that this stream, boys. But I did end up going today, and I didn't even need the PCR, boys. I got it with the rapid test. So then I went straight to the hospital and got the antibody treatment because I wasn't gonna fuck with that, and I should probably be feeling better by tomorrow or Sunday. Not really a big deal, chat. We're good. Actually, I'm starting to feel a little bit better. I don't know if that's anecdotal or placebo effect or whatever, but already feeling less achy, so I'm actually enjoying that. I am feeling well. If I wasn't feeling well, I wouldn't stream today. So right now, it just feels like I got an extra day off from work. Very, very happy. You sound a lot better than the Bullblack stream. Yo, actually, when I woke up today, I was the worst. I'm not even kidding. Dude, last night, because, dude, part of the COVID stuff that I don't know if everyone else had to deal with this. I just started falling asleep in at weird times, right? Last night, I woke up at 11 o'clock, and I threw on a Stardust stream, and I just felt like shit. So I don't know when I went to sleep. Stefan Corbino with another 10. Thank you so much. Yeah, I woke up at 11 o'clock at night. And then I must have gone to sleep around like 6. And then I like went into my living room, laid down, and I like closed my eyes, woke up, it was 12. And then I like waddled back to my room, passed out, and then I just periodically woke up it was crazy. Like, I don't know, like, the other day I was just falling asleep in car rides before I even knew I was sick, so I don't know if that's related. Also, I don't know if this is anybody else, but ever since I was a little kid, I get like extremely irritable the day before I get sick. I don't know what it is, but like I could be a real fucking dick right before I get sick, like the day before. And that's been something that's been like normal with me ever since I was like a little kid. So like on I think it was Wednesday or Tuesday, I like blew up at Willie. It was really funny for like no fucking reason. But and then I like yelled at somebody, and then like the next day I was fucking shitty. Yeah, more of a dick than usual. And I had to apologize for that. Yeah, I don't know what it is. Every time, it's weird. My voice is a little bit better, but you can hear it's not totally there. Unless the audio quality is terrible, in which case, who really knows? Dudes, I don't know what the drama is right now, to be honest, because I really haven't been paying attention. So if anyone can link me shit to listen to that's not like the 17th John Swan call, because there's no fucking way that's happening. I'm just going to do some shiny hunting and let kind of the chat dictate where the stream goes. Not too much work for me today. My mom has COVID and I tested. Did you get sick the day after the Tommy incident? No, I guess apparently all of that was justified. I mean, who knows, you know? Seems like it in hindsight. Beating a swan to death. Ackman versus Quantum TV. That's one of them where I feel like, unironically, I'm so late to the party, I don't know if I could get there. So, what's it called? With, like, I remember Quantum TV, like, Review Tech USA was pumping videos out, like, a month ago. And then this guy went schizo, and he started, like, fucking hitting up this dude's mom and shit. About, like, and this is all about a copyright strike. So this is realistically something that's, like, right up our alley that nobody in this community really talked about. Which, yeah, I mean, that's probably fair. That'll probably be a Turkey Tom video when it's all said and done. That kind of sounds like something he would do a retrospective on. I don't know about you guys. I hated the Bo Black stream at the time, but in hindsight, after rewatching it, I thought it was fucking hilarious. What are you talking? Oh, Tipster. I didn't know who said that. Now it makes sense. Dude, that girl was insane. She was just nutty, bro. She was like a wackadoodle, dude. A wackadoodle. That's a nice Twitch word. She was schizo. Tommy says the community doesn't have the same pull it used to. I mean, like, yeah, we don't have any pull if we don't talk about it. But if you're acting like if me or Tom made a video on that, it at least got like 100 or 200k views. That would definitely impact the situation slightly. I don't know. I don't really agree with that take. But, I mean, I don't usually agree with anything coming out of that camp anymore. What happened to Tipster? He's right here in our chat. I guess he bailed that night on Twitter, but I see he's back now, so hopefully he's doing well. Hopefully you're doing well, Tipster. Did you see Artisan Builds went bankrupt and stole like 40k in unfinished orders? I did see that. That's what I went on a rant saying that nobody covered the whole Artisan Builds situation because it was fucking crazy. And everyone said it was stupid and boring and nobody would care about it, which I'm like totally annoyed about. I might do a I shouldn't say that because if I announce that I'm going to do a video on it, someone's going to be like, well, I've been thinking about this since the very beginning of time and I'm actually going to drop a banger on it. Alright, man. Have you have collected any McDonald's Pokemon cards? Zach42Pet. Thank you, by the way, for the Prime. To be honest, I've only heard of them in passing. I don't know if they actually have them at McDonald's. I don't know if that was a meme or if it's. I thought that was like a promotion from like a year ago, but maybe I'm wrong. I did buy some new shit. I'm probably gonna do another opening next week. It's probably not gonna be like a $700 opening. Probably more like a $300-400 opening with all the stuff there. But I'm actually pretty hyped for it. To be honest, it was a really cool stream, and it's just a free stream that night. I don't really have to do anything. I just open shit. I'm a Dark Souls player, and I struggle with Dark Souls 1. Damn. That's why people were yelling, cancel your orders. Yeah, I know. Dude, I'm gonna be honest with you. I wouldn't order from any of these fucking companies. Like, I wouldn't buy a fucking Zydak. I wouldn't buy a fucking Meta PC. I wouldn't buy a fucking Artisan Build. The only company that I would trust is Alienware. And the reason why... And you have to trust them knowing they're going to rip you off. That's another thing. Because Alienware is definitely going to rip you off and fuck you up the ass for the price. But you know you're going to get your computer because they come from Dell. That's the thing. They're not some fucking weird company promoted by a Twitch streamer that has no affiliation to anything else. Alright? They're not some weird fucking company that's like got like a shitty 2013 website. I would 100%, if you're going to go pre-built and you want to waste your money going pre-built like me because it's expendable, I would get an Alienware over any of those weird companies for sure. They're infinitely better than what you can get alternatively from pre-builts by these sketchy sites. I'm so desperate for content, I'm literally watching a video for the 7th time. Alright, I will get stuff out. I'm sorry. Listen, as soon as I'm fucking good, I'm gonna go back to working on this. I've had a lot of shit recently. I had a fucking funeral this week. It's not really an excuse, because the video should have been out like a month ago, but I've been kind of bottlenecked in the past week or so. It's been shitty. Thank you guys. Appreciate it. I'm sorry to hear that, buddy. Fuck Alienware and Dell, they have like $9.99 hidden fees. Yeah, I'm saying they're gonna fuck you on money, but you're gonna get your computer. That's the alternative. Like, I'm sure like Meta PC and Zydak aren't that bad. It's just like, you don't know what you're running into. At least I know with Dell, I'm gonna get that fucking plan where they'll come out and fucking fix my shit or whatever. It's just like, I just feel so much more comfortable with like a name brand company. Opinion on the Chud Logic Bluebell drama? That was the funniest thing ever. But I'm so glad Bluebell was saved. I'm actually so stoked on that, to be honest. We found Bluebell. I have not tried Midnight Ghost Hunt game. I should check that out. Dude, I want to talk a little bit about this, but I'm sure none of you guys know what I'm talking about. Maybe I'll watch it on stream, because I turned it off yesterday because I was, like, so cringing. I hate that Chud Logic is fighting with Dylan so much, because I like both of those guys a lot. And, like, I see what's happening, and I don't really know what side to pick on this one, but, I hope they fucking smooth that over. Are you gonna get a Steam Deck? I got mine. It's so fun fucking playing. I was going to buy it and I just never followed through. I forgot it was coming out. Maybe in the future. I'm kind of at a point where I think I want to upgrade my PC soon. I have a 2080 Ti, 64 gigs of RAM and shit, an SSD and stuff like that. When the new cards come out, I might just buy a new rig. I don't know. Dylan and Chud are fighting. Can we watch something about the drama? There's a debate, and I haven't finished it. So, basically the lore, because maybe we'll watch it. The lore is that Dylan made a stream saying fuck the entire community. If you guys don't remember, a few days ago we watched not a few days ago, but on like the last stream before the Pokemon stuff, we watched a video of somebody Dylan thought was his friend who kind of turned around and bashed the shit out of them off stream. And the reason why it was so crazy is because the person that like Dylan that talked shit about Dylan was somebody he did like charity with IRL close to him. So it was just like somebody using him who was like that he thought was cool. That he oh baby, oh boy, let's go. Get in my ball, bro. No. Wait. Wait. Wait, chat. Hold on. Woo! Let's go! No! It's running! Yeah, the thing is, I really agree with Dylan on his no internet friends take. I fully am welcome to hear that I'm biased on this one, though. Because I'm like the most paranoid motherfucker these days. There we go. Prinplup. I got a Piplup and a Prinplup shiny now. I'm pretty stoked on that. Let's see if we can get 2 in 1 run. Alright. So, yeah, what I was talking about was like Dylan has kind of turned around after he got like fucked over by that guy. I don't know if they're related, but I think they are. Where he said like, I don't want to be in this Twitch politics community. I'm like the biggest guy here. This is hurting my prospects of doing stuff in real life. Apparently, Dylan had been talking to like a political guy from Poland, and the guy's like, don't worry, I researched you. And he had like a panic attack thinking that he watched like the Hippy Dippy Roundtable where like CTV won the championship or something. And I could totally imagine why someone would be like freaked out about that. But I guess he realized that like, although he did grow in this space, and this space is what helped him get to where he is, it's, I mean, at this point, the value is outweighed by the risks. And that's where he stood. Now, when in everyone else's defense, when Dylan said it, it did sound a bit egotistical, the way he was kind of describing it. But it sounds like Dylan's kind of just frustrated talking to like 50 people about it. But yeah, that's where he is. I'll kind of show you the conversation. Chud came in from a completely different perspective. Me and Chud spoke yesterday on stream, and we kind of don't really disagree all too much. I just think it's just perspective on the situation, really, and tone. It's a lot of tone. There's a lot of tone issues here. The chomps. I don't care about the chomps. Hearing I researched you in any context is terrible. Yeah, absolutely. Especially when you're like, I don't know, for chat, do you guys know what Dylan's been doing? Dylan's in Poland and about to cross over into Ukraine, and he's about to make like a full documentary on all the stuff that's happening with the war. So like, he's stepping up out of the community kinda, and now I guess he's a bit worried about some of the runoff because he's doing some different stuff. Yeah, he's doing IRL politics. And for example, dude, Destiny did all that stuff with the IRL campaigning and shit and knocking door to door. And then his own fucking guy that he propped up and helped out had to disavow him publicly and then lost his fucking race. It is super dumb. And it's unfair. And I totally get why people would be upset about it. And it was like, hey, this is the guy who said, fucking, the rioting needs to stop, bro. That's who's gonna promote you. And like Hassan fans chased him off. Yeah. It was a little out of pocket, I'm gonna be honest with you. We got Satterall666 with a tier 1 sub. Thank you so much. I believe you just gifted, yeah, you gifted the one, thank you. Actually, 2. There we go. I appreciate it. And that was that. Yeah, let me pop back to spawn, and then I'll I'll grab this thing. Hassan fans are all brain dead. I know. Here, let me go grab this combo. I don't know where it was posted. Dude, Nico lol just nuked somebody. Dude, I get the feeling of like, I just got fucked over, quote unquote. Now who's really my friend? Dylan's in like a unique position where he runs like the biggest Twitch political panels, and he's probably just terrified of like who actually likes him and who doesn't.
I'm gonna fat shame here too. This fat piece of shit literally fucking earlier said I'm oozing with estrogen.
It should be by the beginning of Dylan's stream. Dylan Burns TV. Hey, Alex the Riot. Thank you. Yeah, we in this shit, son. Dylan Burns TV videos.
What was the last thing I said?
Is this it?
Driving people away, because ultimately these like big inflammatory, you know, bombastic topics are
Serious news, and another one for more AI engaged. I'm gonna call Chud in literally like 1 minute, because Chud Logic apparently saw me just like considering like if right now.
Thanks, mate.
All right, here we go.
Yeah. We've gotten like, I would say 15 hours of footage so far in Poland.
Tell me how the audio is.
So we finished filming mostly in Poland. Everything else is just kind of like short introductory videos and just stock footage we need to acquire. And so the next step is just going into Ukraine and filming there.
You'll see, this isn't like a politics conversation. This is a very blood sportsy convo.
Cool. I mean, yeah, we can come to the chase if you like. I heard that,
Sure.
that the Vince McMahon of Twitch politics has gone off drama. Say it isn't so.
Gone off drama. I just am like reconsidering if like the way I engage with Twitch politics is really what I'm interested in anymore. If it's in my interests.
Yeah, I mean that's fair enough. I feel like when I was listening to you talk about it, there was almost like a rewriting of history. You know, as if you're someone who just kind of dips their toe in drama. When, you know, to me, you're someone who kind of willingly engages in it, like fairly regularly. You know, having created a whole persona. What
He's talking about, if you're not a big Dylan Burns fan, is that Dylan Burns has created like the WWE of debating. It's one of the shows that I think is really cool. He has like skits and stuff. It's just it's got a lot of production value and it's drama. Like, if you guys don't remember the Demon Mama mental breakdown after she quote unquote like won but didn't win the hippy dippy, where she demanded a recount for like an hour, and like there was like a complete fucking mental breakdown on Discord. That's his show. When CTV beat Destiny and a conservative was crowned the king of Twitch politics, that was on his show. Vadim not sleeping, that was this show. So there is a lot of drama that comes out of Dylan, and I think one of the major ones that a lot of people forget is we watched this on After Hours. It was Dylan Burns hosting Destiny versus Anna, and a lot of pot shots were taken on that stream. So there definitely is drama.
To do it, right?
A whole persona to do it.
Burns I mean, yeah, that's the point of like the Vince McMahon shtick, right?
Is this like a
whoa!
like a joke or like?
Thank you for the 5 gifted subs, Ivana333. Appreciate it. You guys are being awesome. I gotta get COVID more often. What the fuck? Lol.
Like
no,
it's like when you watch like, you know, when you watch like Thor and like one actor punches another actor, you know they're not actually fighting, right?
Yep.
Okay. That's the show. The
Right,
rest.
but that's
All right, so I don't like this argument. This argument's basically, hey, we do like WWE drama shit. The drama isn't real. Yeah, obviously the drama isn't real, but it's still drama. You know what I mean? Like, WWE isn't wrestling, but it is like drama, you know? Like, these have their storylines and arcs and stuff like that. and if there's like awkward shit in these WWE-esque streams, that would still typically look quote unquote bad if you were reviewed by somebody. Like, I don't know. You know, I don't. I'm fucking sick. Lol.
But you understand that contributes to the drama quite significantly, right?
Well, I mean, if you're like mentally disabled to a certain extent, I would assume so. Yes. I know that's that's ableist, but I mean, I'm sorry. Like, if you can't watch wrestling and like you don't have the social awareness to figure out the difference between like what's real and what's not real at this point, when I've stated multiple times exactly what the program is, then I feel like, I don't know. I feel like
COVID, when did you get the vax? I was boosted when it first came out, so I had 3 shots. Maybe January. I didn't get a 4th shot.
Now this
you're
is
kind of
fucking
dense.
pathetic from you, mate. You're just coping. Like you've spent a lot of time.
Here we go.
contributing. Well, no, this is true.
Holy shit, another 5 gifted. The last time I spoke to you, I had lost my job, and I didn't want to lose my subscription, but I had an even better one, so I figured I'd show you some love. Thank you so much. Jesus, fuck, that's so awesome. I hopefully will feel better by around Sunday, so.
Can pull it back. Like, you know, you're acting like you've got, you know, you're
content
above
mine's
it all.
dry.
Ah, dude, I hate when people do that. Again, we love Dylan Burns here. But bro, does it drive anyone else crazy when you hear like you're making like critiques and you're like trying to explain what your arc to somebody? So, I don't know. And then they drop one of these.
Exactly what the program is, then I feel like, I don't know. I feel like
Now this
you're
is
kind of
fucking
dense.
pathetic from you, mate. You're just coping. Like you've spent a lot of time
Here we go.
contributing. Well, no, this is true, and now you're trying to fucking pull it back. Like, you know, you're acting like you've got, you know,
Content mine's dry.
Content mine's dry. I literally would have fucking went into overdrive, dude. If anybody said that shit to me in the middle of making my point, I would have lost my fucking mind. I would have flew right off the handle. That would have been the end of the casual convo. I would have Will Smith their ass, dude.
No, listen, mate. If you want to be fucking obnoxious, we can be obnoxious, okay?
Well,
We
no,
can
you
go
said
there.
like Twitch politics made me and all this stuff. Like, come on, man. Like, this is ridiculous.
Dude, I think Dylan thinks Chud's coming in so much more bad faith than he actually is. Like, I don't think that was meant to be like a fuck you or like you were a nobody or something like that, the way that Dylan's taking it. I think he's just trying to make the absolutely correct statement of like, you grew here. Like, this was something that like, you came up here. Hey, thank you again. Jesus. Holy crap. Ivana, you are going off.
You were
Well,
getting pissy
It's
about
true.
such small, like, hey guys, you know, I want to
It's
have a
true.
serious political career. I don't know if I really want to
Dude,
engage with
Chud
Twitch
Logic is kind of saying that Dylan's jacking off in San Diego. Do you guys know the reference? Does anybody get the jacking off in San Diego one? Oh, God. Can I play that on Twitch, or am I going to get banned? They wouldn't ban someone with COVID, right? I mean, there are parallels. He is making a documentary. Oh, no. Oh, no.
I'm gonna jack it where the sun always shines. He's gonna jack it. Been spreading the word and now I need to ease my mind. Jacking it home. Been planting them apple seeds and while the apples grow, I'm gonna go out jacking it in San Diego. Jacking it, jacking it, jacking it, jacking it.
Apparently the guy who fucking made the Coney 2012 documentary, which was really popular when I was a kid, had like a schizo meltdown and ran off jacking in front of people in San Diego. Like the pressure of just being this like pseudo celebrity just got to him, and he just had a full mental breakdown and started masturbating in the streets. Wait, why did he sound? Wait, what? Is there any? Don't blame me when you're gonna be jacking it in San Diego. Oh fuck. Yeah, listen, there are parallels here. I don't want to see my buddy fucking start jacking it in San Diego, but I understand why he might be paranoid of people around him. Oh god. Let's keep it going.
Politics in the way I've engaged up to this point, and then you respond to
that's
that like
bullshit. You
Twitch
weren't saying that
politics
at all.
made me. Yes, yes, I was. I was talking.
You fucking
Yes,
were.
I
You were
was.
talking about how it's all beneath you
100%.
now, and you're
It's all
past it and
beneath me.
all this
Oh,
shit.
oh yes, Chud. Oh yes. Come on,
You're acting
John.
like you're above it all. You're acting like you're above it all, and acting how people like Destiny were dragging you down when he's contributed massively to like what you do on this platform.
Oh my God, okay? Number one, I specifically said that Destiny has helped me a lot, right? But when I tie myself to certain people with certain reputations, that could hurt me in other circles, right? Let me just be honest. If I walk into a Democratic Party office and somebody calls up saying, hey, that guy is friends with the Kyle Rittenhouse. Oh, let me send you this Kyle Rittenhouse statement. Or let me send you this clip of this person saying the N-word. Oh, you see this guy over here? Let me send you a statement about nuking and wiping Israel off the face of the earth. This is just me like acknowledging reality. I can do my best, and I will do my best to explain that I talk to people of multiple different political stripes. But it is true, and Destiny has acknowledged this in the past, that people can be hurt by just associating with him. But I acknowledge that can happen to me, but I still acknowledge the good things that he's done for me. I didn't like reject that he's ever done.
I think it's fair to say it might be a little too late to think about that. You know, do you guys agree? It might be a little... I mean, obviously you could always make career-defining decisions, but, I don't know.
Anything nice for me, or he hasn't helped me in any way.
No, but my point is the tone of what you were saying, what you were talking about was very much
tone.
like this drama's kind of... Well, yeah, that's exactly what it was. You came across as very smug and egotistical, if we want to be fucking blunt about it.
Well,
I mean, I was happy to have a conversation, but you're coming in super fucking hot. Like, what
Well,
the
I'm coming in
fuck's that
hot
about?
because you're like, oh, Twitch politics made you, and of course, I don't
It's
care
true,
if
though.
Twitch.
That's
The
a
thing is,
fact.
I don't care though, right? Like that doesn't matter to me. You can be made somewhere, right, quote unquote, on the internet, and then you can leave. That's perfectly fine.
Yeah, we'll just fuck off and leave then.
Okay. Thank you. I've gotten your
why'd you have
input then.
Well, yeah, but why are you making such a big deal out of it and acting like you're above it all now? There's no
I'm
reason
not
to do
acting
that,
like I'm
is there?
above it all because I was publicly like just talking about like my concerns with staying in the space and like how like this is like the type of work that I'm probably more interested in now. Am I not allowed to talk about what I'm interested in or not interested in on my stream? I'm not saying that I'm above drama. I specifically said multiple times in that stream that I like talking to schizophrenics like Charmhole, right? I said that multiple times during the stream.
Okay. Well, you complaining about your image when you got all the clout and money from having people like watching Destiny on.
Okay.
Dude, I see where they're both coming
Yes,
from.
you can make money and it can still hurt your image. That happens all the time.
Well, yeah, but it seems like you want to have a cake and eat it too. So
Yes, I would love that. I would like to have money and also have a good image.
Why is this dude running a panel show and being an e-celeb if he's also trying to be a serious politician? I feel like those things are opposite. I think that's what he's figured out. Like, I think that's the shift that's happening right now, if I'm not mistaken. Is Dylan implying that Hippy Dippy is over since he wants to distance himself? I believe he's clarified. He doesn't mean it's going to end. I just assume he's going to start changing the topics a little bit more from trending topics drama. There is a bit of an ego here. I do think that's the case. But again, I have ego too, so I'm not going to fault him. Yeah, it's fine to change your mind about people you surround yourself with. You can't fault them for that. There's worse places to jack it. How many more donos to VIP, or will Stardust get jealous? I don't know. I don't know. Here, I'll throw it to you. But nobody else can fucking... No more donos for VIP. I'll give it to you because you've been awesome. Unprompted. But now that people knew it was a cheat code, I can't give it to anybody else. Isn't it similar to the problem people have with you with the tone? Like, Chud is mad that Dylan said it in a cocky manner. I think that, like... Yeah, I do agree with that. But... Dylan, like, you're not hearing all the combo. So Dylan kind of turned around yesterday and implied everybody else was like a dusty-ass streamer. That the whole thing is dead because nobody gets any views and they're all washed-up losers and shit like that. Like, there was definitely stuff for them to be upset about. there was definitely stuff that they wouldn't want to, that they probably weren't super happy to hear. I don't think I've ever necessarily gone that far as to just start trashing fucking everybody I know. But I also respect it. Listen, when Dylan turned around and said, I have 2 friends in this community and they're X and Y, while he's on a phone call with 5 people, bro, I respect the fuck out of that. I wish more people were honest, dude. If more people were honest, I would waste so much less time with fake internet friends. But I can understand why people wouldn't be too happy to hear about it. Maybe I'm, like, crazy. I don't know. Let's see. It isn't similar to the problem. Oh, yeah, I read that. Okay.
Yes.
Okay, but like you want to reap the rewards of engaging in the space in a certain way, and then when push comes to shove, you kind of just reject it all as acting like you're fucking above it all. I just think it's kind of cringe, and you're not recognizing the kind of roots of what you are and where you've come from. I think.
Okay, well, I don't care if that's where I came from. What I care about is what I do going forward, right? If I've engaged in drama and that's the thing though. I specifically interacted with Polish politicians and hearing like, oh yeah, we've done research into you and stuff and this, and I'm thinking to myself like, fuck, did they sit down and listen to me go back and forth with Charmhole about black people rape, like black people raping people? Is that the type of stuff I really want? Like serious politicians to look up my name and that's like the type of videos that like pop up in their feed? I don't know. Like, how do I like dictate? Do I have like a separate channel for like serious news and another one for more entertainment and drama content? I was talking about this during the stream. Like I was just openly considering exactly what my future in the space should be. Definitely since unlike a lot of people in the space, I want to have a serious political career.
Sure, but like I know you say you don't care about it, right? But like if that's your position, you want to have your cake and eat it too.
Yeah, dude, if he wants to be a serious political guy, he's got to leave. Like, I mean, that's more or less what I told him. He needs to make the decision that's right for him, and he shouldn't sit here and waste, like, time thinking about everybody else. But, I don't know. Who's that? What's that coming from me? I'm just somebody who wants to be a streamer and a YouTuber.
You want to have all the clout, attention, and money.
Yes, I would. I would like money, and I would also like a good reputation.
Dude, that's just so much honesty. It's like, so you want to have your cake and eat it too? You want to be able to do whatever you want, make money, and have a good reputation? Yes, that is exactly what I want. I want to be able to cover whatever I want and have a good reputation and make lots of money, and I want to do that in any way possible. Like, he's kind of saying the quiet part out loud, but it's respectable. I just don't know if it's possible.
That's not
sure.
Just like, and I would like to attain that. That's not a wild thing for somebody to want. Like to have a decent reputation, so they can engage seriously with politics, but also see how much fun they can have in the online space, right? And it was me dictating, like, how do I do this? How can I do this, like I can seriously engage in politics while also like having fun on the internet and engaging with the space. And I also talked about how like a lot of the content in the space isn't content I really want to engage with anymore. Like it's just not fulfilling, which is a completely separate issue. And I don't think anybody will object to if I say, I don't really like this anymore.
But the problem is though, you're kind of the way you're talking about it, like you're some generous benefactor for doing, you know, Hippy Dippy, which is a great show. Don't get me wrong.
No,
but
I don't
like-
think I'm a generous benefactor. I made money, right? I made I got sponsorships and like
you
all
didn't
that.
say that at the time earlier though. You were talking about.
Okay,
how
I
you're
don't
benefiting
care.
everyone
I don't
else by
care if
doing
I
it.
said that at the time or not. I'm saying it now. Okay.
Right,
Because
okay.
nobody
Now you're
asked
getting
me.
challenged on it. You are.
No,
Okay,
because
sure.
nobody asked me, okay? Nobody said, Dylan, do you think you're a hero? Okay, I would be like, no, I don't think I'm a hero. But it is true that the Hippy Dippy Roundtable did help people grow in the space. No one can object to that. It's the largest roundtable in the space. A lot of people have grown from that. Heme has, Rhizome has, a lot of people have. We have a recruitment show for that purpose, right? Now, taking that into consideration, I think I've helped the space to some extent, right? And so
Yeah,
if
I agree
somebody...
with
Okay, wonderful. And so if we both acknowledge that, I just don't want anybody to think like Dylan took everything from the space and he fucking then just dipped. He fucking fucked everyone over. He doesn't care about the space anymore. Like he never cared about the space or anything like that, right? Which
This
I
is
mean,
Dylan,
like,
yes.
I mean, it kind of it feels like that's what you're kind of like pushing at right now.
Dylan is the American
No,
one.
it's not
Chud
that
is
I think that.
the UK
I just, you know,
guy.
if you can express whatever you
Brit
want,
bonger.
obviously. Like, I just disagree with your framing of the way you've put it. And it just, I don't know, it just kind of feels like you're kind of going, oh, well, you know, that's got me to where I am now, but now I want to focus on other things and fuck that. Where you could have just said, I want to focus on other things, so I'm going to do that. Like, you could have done it without the shitting on the Twitch poll side of things, I guess.
Well, why? How could I say, "Hey guys, I want to leave" without saying why I want to leave? Right? Which is, I think that certain parts of Twitch politics could hurt my reputation, and that I am also not as fulfilled from this work anymore. And I also don't think the content is as good as it used to be, at least in my eyes, when it comes to like the type of, for example, drama can be fun, but I also feel like the recent drama have been they've been boring, to be completely like blunt with me. Yeah, and I think you should, and you probably agree with me, that the recent drama has not been as good as the old drama. The drama mines are like empty. They're like the gold mines of California. They've just been, they've been mined.
Dude, I said this to Dylan 2 days ago when I talked to him. When I like stopped doing a lot of commentary stuff, it was because there was like a lot of pedo allegations and shit and cringy shit I didn't want to talk about. So I kind of hung out in the political area to do political drama. And the political drama that's been here, dog, like Mr. Girl showed up and now it's all pedo drama again. Like I've talked to Dylan, nobody, like I don't want to cover pedos every day, and neither does he.
Completion, you know? And so I think me publicly acknowledging these things and having an open conversation about it is perfectly fine. I talk about things on my stream all the time. I don't need to be like, hey everyone, I want to make sure everyone knows that my time at Twitch Politics was lovely. I love you all. You're all wonderful members. No, I'm gonna be honest about like why I wanted to leave, or I've considered leaving. I'm not even announced that I've leaved or I'm gonna leave Twitch Politics. It's just me openly
The thing
like.
is, yeah, someone's asking what is he leaving. He's just leaving the Twitch politics community. He's probably still going to do politics on Twitch. He's just not going to, like, give handouts to everybody else anymore, I assume. But I don't really know what he means by that, because I assume he's still going to do Hippy Dippy in the roundtables, or in some degree. So I don't really know.
Talking about like, hey, I've been making while I'm over here like doing all this filming, I've been thinking about my online presence, and I just openly thought about it.
Yeah, I mean, I think I agree that over the past couple of weeks, the drama's been a bit stale, a bit slow, whatever. If that's like the last couple of weeks, there's always times when there's like dips in the drama and it gets a bit boring, gets a bit stale. You know, obviously the Ukraine situation has been massive, like for a lot of people, and that's kind of obviously died off somewhat more recently. I think it's kind of gone out of the news cycle. I'm sure there's going to be stuff that comes out. We've got the midterms coming up. I'm sure people are going to.
Bro, can I ask a
Well, that's not
question?
drama, though.
Yo,
That's
this might
like-
be a
that's
bit of
election.
drama here, alright? How come everybody, like, spurgs out when you shit on religion for, like, 5 minutes? I don't know what, Hunter Avalon said about religion, but I totally agree that, like, anytime you say anything even slightly negative about religion, dude, oh, you're a Reddit tier atheist. Oh, you're basically a Redditor. 2014's Reddit atheists are back. Dude, it's so omega fucking, like, cringe, dude. All the people who are in the most toxic fucking places on the internet can't handle if someone doesn't like the same religion they do. Or religion in general. It's so weird. Like, oh, you don't get your morality from this book? What a fucking cringe Reddit tier atheist. If I say, yeah, dude, no, I don't necessarily believe in God or whatever, or if I do, it's just not like a big fundamental part of my life. I don't really spend a lot of time thinking about it. People will turn around and be like, you're such a cringe loser. How fucking dare you not believe in my God? You should go to church. You're a sodomite or some shit. I don't know, dude. It's just like, I don't know who's being cringe here. The guy who has like a mental breakdown about like me not wanting to read a Bible, or like, I totally get it. Like if somebody comes up to you and they're super rude about religion, being like you're a fucking idiot or whatever, you shouldn't fucking believe in God. There's no way God's fucking real. Fuck you. Like, yeah, that is cringy, right? Like you go out of your way to like ruin someone's day. But I mean, I feel like it's usually the opposite. It's usually the heavily religious people who have like mental breakdowns at the slightest possible like disbelief on their own belief systems. I don't know. It's not even Augie's chat. I mean, it probably is Augie's chat. Usually I would go off on a rant about Augie's chat like that. But it was just this Hunter Avalon tweet. I don't know. Religion is embarrassing. Christ is king. Like, yeah, dude, I don't have a problem if anybody goes to church or even talks about it or hangs out with their family. Like, recently at the funeral I went to, it was like at a mass, so I had to sit through a whole mass or whatever. And, I certainly understand the value that comes from that stuff, and the value of having, like, an answer to an unobtainable question, even if it's not necessarily the correct one. There's just some sort of inherent, oh, yes! Oh, I wanted a worm pull so bad! Oh, fuck, I'm sorry. I gotta stop getting shiny Pokemon while I'm having these serious conversations. Yeah, I don't know. It's just like, I totally understand having an answer to an unobtainable question that you could never possibly comprehend. And just having that in the back of your mind is something that's just cool. But, I don't know. I feel like it turns into one of those, oh, you're a non-believer? Fucking fuck you, dude. I wouldn't have a problem if they were just like, yo, fuck you. But usually they always just turn around and they're just, like, super aggressive about it. Alright, let's go through the shinies. We do have this Primplup, and we have this Wormpull. I wanted that one, so I'm actually super stoked. And just for safekeeping, let me just put that there. Alright, 2 Starlies, a Chingling, a Scorpy, a Tentacruel, a Drifloon, a Ponyta, a Gardevoir, a Geodude, a Glameow, a Kricketot, a Kadabra, a Decidueye, a Bidoof. Oh, this is such a beauty. A Hisui, an Electrode. Mothim looks pretty cool. Ah, the little Piplup. I'm a big fan of having the starters. I actually really, really like the purple one. Sorry I sneezed, guys. If I ever go mute for a second, it's because I'm sneezing. Try not to give you too many audible sounds of me being sick. But yeah. I want a Lucario really badly. There we go. Alright, let's keep it going.
You know what I mean?
But this is the other thing that you do that's quite clever as well, right?
Clever.
You separate it out. So what you do is you act like Ukraine coverage isn't Twitch politics. You basically make it so everything that is...
So what Chud
good-
Logic is talking about here is Dylan will say, like, I'm doing Ukraine coverage, and that's big. But a percentage of Dylan's coverage has been critiquing Hassan's coverage. So a lot of the stuff people are upset about is that there's no real action being done in the Twitch politics community. A lot of it's like someone with actual influence makes a stream, and they react to it, and they critique it, and shit like that. Very reminiscent of, like, the BreadTube stuff, only live. and they're not huge. I guess Dylan's not a huge fan of that. But when Dylan's doing Ukraine stuff, while he's done a lot of live coverage and a lot of good stuff, some of his Ukraine coverage has been, hey, dude, Hassan's kind of a dumbass, and there's nothing wrong with that. But it is kind of drama, right? Like that's not wrong. I just finished Eevee cross stitch. Cool. Game Sharks made shiny hunting a lot easier. So true, King. I was asking to see if you were having a deal with this on your own, or if you had support while you were sick. It's funny. My mom has it too. We both got tested positive this morning. So naturally, that means my dad sleeps on the couch today. Motherfucker gets shit on. Because he's the only non-sick one in the household. Which is fine, because he got it a couple months ago. He had it in December. That's when I tweeted out, I think I have COVID. Because I was feeling sick because my dad had it. And for some reason, he's like a retard and wanted me to do, like, tech support for his fucking iPhone while he had COVID in the next room. But naturally, I just told him to fuck off. Yeah, no. So we're all going through this together right now. It's fun. I actually think I had it a little worse than my mom. But maybe she's just a day behind. I'm not really sure. Both of us went and got the, because it was either, like, just deal with it and ride it out, or, go get the fucking, what is it called? The monoclonal antibody treatment that, like, just, where it's like a transfusion or whatever. You just get it, wait like an hour, and then you feel better the next day. Yeah, we're doing good. The newer variants much less severe. So when I maybe I shouldn't talk about this on Twitch, but I did talk to a doctor today, who did tell me that they're not noticing like any of the long-lasting lung effects from the original. So basically, like people who got the original COVID in the first variant, I believe was Delta, were experiencing a lot of I'm not gonna say permanent, but long-lasting lung issues. Where like I don't know, they were people I knew in real life were like struggling to walk upstairs for a few months after they had COVID. Especially people who were intubated and survived that. Like they were having a lot of issues long-standing with their lungs, like, and that's not apparently as big of a factor with these new ones. Like I'm very lucky to have gotten Omicron. Not Delta or the other one, for sure.
Weasley fuck.
Get well soon.
Hey,
bye.
thank you so much. I gotta fix the on-screen stuff. Here, actually, let me just pull up Streamlabs. Because I really shouldn't have that unless I have the thing in front of me. Log in. Twitch. Go to dashboard. Ooh, thank you so much. Alert box. Is this it? Recent events. There it is. Speedy, thank you so much for the 15. Get well soon, bud. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I thought I wasn't going to get COVID. I thought I was, like, immune to it at this point. Because it's just, it was blowing my mind that I didn't get it when it was in my house. Like, when COVID was in my house 2 rooms over and I didn't get it, I just didn't think I'd ever have it. Or I had already had it and didn't know. Maybe I thought I was like asymptomatic to the point where I didn't even know I had COVID. But yo, do you want to know the most clutch shit ever? So my dad was trying to get us tickets to the playoff game, like the Rangers game 1 in the Garden for the playoffs. And they would have been for Monday night, and we didn't get the tickets. And if I fucking got tickets, which I would have had to pay for the family, fucking, I wouldn't have been able to go, because I would have been COVID, and I would have been fucking, I would have been, transmitting the fucking virus. Holy shit. Would you have, hell and high water would have fucking froze over if I had to give up Rangers playoff tickets because of these fucking... Because this fucking disease, bro. I would have been a completely different animal. Yeah. Oh, Big B's here? Hey, Big B. Yeah, this is stand-up comedy. It's my life. My life is stand-up comedy. I heard that you can get banned less if you use the stand-up comedy tag. So I've just put it in. To be fair, Augie has, like, asexual and shit in there, so... So I think I'm technically speaking, I'm probably the most moral one out of all of us. How am I feeling now? Better. Is stand-up comedy the new meta? It might just be. It might just be. I think Augie's gonna realize he's asexual before 2020 yet. Dude, the new fucking arc is that everybody's gonna be trans. That's all they say about us. It's like, when is Bo Black's gonna be, when is Nick gonna be trans? Oh, man. Speaking of, did anybody here buy the JXC plushie? I wanted it. And I also wanted the Tom one, because they looked cool, right? But I just felt weird owning a stuffed animal of, like, internet friends of mine. You know? Like, it's cool, but if anyone ever saw it, what would you say? Like, oh, that's JXC, the YouTuber. I own a stuffed animal of Jay. I don't know. You know, like, that's Turkey Tom. I'm a big Turkey Tommer. That's why I would have supported like 10. Yeah, it's like a $30 item. Like, would you really want a stuffed animal? It looked cool, right? And I'm glad people bought it, and I'm glad it worked. I just don't know if I can mentally justify it. Maybe if I was like a fan. I understand like buying a stuffed animal for like a fucking, maybe not a stuffed animal, but I understand buying memorabilia if we're talking about like a sports player or a celebrity. But if it's somebody I know, I don't think I could justify that. I would say my friend has merch and I support my friends. Dude, I buy all the random Keemstar shit. I have the makeup palette in my house. So, yeah. But if you're just joining us, we are COVID and chilling, ladies and gentlemen. Because the only time I work online, apparently, is when I'm, would you get Lord Vega action figure? I feel like it would be different if it was Vega. It would be cool. Alright, I am going to sneeze. Alright, I have sneezed. We're good. Ugh. God. It's so fun being sick, dudes. It's such a good experience. Yeah. He mutes it because the sneeze sounds like the N-word. Good one, buddy. I just don't want to, like, cough and sneeze if I can avoid it. COVID and chill is when you, like, stealth someone with COVID. You invite them over for a good Netflix and chill, and then you're like, you have COVID now. That should be a crime. What the fuck, dude? What the fuck?
The way you were speaking about it on stream, you know, you were indicating that, like, for some reason, the Ukraine coverage is separate from Twitch politics.
I think it's okay. Let me ask you a question. Do you think Hassan is involved in Twitch politics?
Yeah, I mean, sure, he's like the biggest creator within Twitch politics. Sure.
So when I say Twitch politics, I think Chud Logic, Stardust, IRI. I think people who engage with other Twitch politics creators in the space that we know, right? You can call it the debatosphere or whatever, right? But that's when I said Twitch politics. That's what I was considering. Because Hassan doesn't really engage with the rest of us, right?
I'm kind of bored of this. Do you guys have any drama? What's this Deaf Noodles thing?
Ethan made a content nuke on Keemstar exposing some of the most egregious things that Keemstar has done on the platform, which would have gotten anybody else banned.
God.
And in that video, he just pointed out that as Keemstar's encouraging somebody to jump from a bridge, somebody who literally months later ended up jumping from a fucking bridge, he has a fucking thing of G Fuel on his fucking desk as he's doing these things. And then Keemstar ended up turning that into a narrative of, he's coming after my sponsors, after Keemstar him.
Such a Nazi, dude. Holy shit. Like a swastika Hail Hitler Nazi. Holy fuck. Could you imagine being that fucking slimy? Wow.
Himself called G Fuel and said that he wanted to leave the company. He didn't even get fucking dropped by G Fuel. Keemstar chose to leave. So at the end of the day, this is an entire convoluted narrative, and we are watching in real time how misinformation from Keemstar is being grabbed by the alt-right.
What?
And being turned into
What? Wait, what the fuck is the context? Where did that come from? What was that?
From Keemstar is being grabbed by the alt-right.
Dude, part of John Swan getting, like, destroyed is that, like, he was, like, viciously attacked by Deaf Noodles. And now it's, like, unusable. What the fuck is this clip?
And we are watching in real time how misinformation from Keemstar is being grabbed by the alt-right and being turned into something far more nefarious and political.
What the fuck is he talking about? Dude, honestly, people beg for a new Deaf Noodles video. I can't even watch that guy. I haven't watched a Deaf Noodles video. That was like the first clip I've seen in 6 months. I know people kind of thought as me the Deaf Noodles guy because I had those 2 videos in like rapid succession, and then like everybody else started talking about it. I think Kavos beat me to it. I was in that video, but like I don't know. I can't. I hate him. I hate him so much. Like the worst part is that clip was just sent to me, and I have no idea what video it's from because they all look the same and they're all about Keemstar. Oh fuck me, dude. Keem attacked. Ethan Klein attacked by the alt.
Warning: the material on this program may strike some viewers as vulgar.
What the fuck, dude? What the fuck is this? What the fuck is that? I gotta put this on the screen, dude. What the fuck, bro? This is so gay. This is so gay.
Offensive, prurient. Warning: the material on this program may strike some viewers as vulgar.
This video may dry up a woman's ovaries and make them unable to produce children, based entirely off of my intro. Oh, fuck, dude. It's 2022 and you have this start your video.
Warning: the material on this program may strike some viewers as vulgar.
Dude,
Offensive.
I have COVID, and that's still not the worst fucking thing happening to me right now. Jesus, this is something, bro.
Prurient, or worst of all, serious. Viewer discretion is advised.
Welcome, folks. Just a reminder that the video version of the podcast will be out today at 11 a.m. Pacific, so make sure you check
Dude,
it out.
Look
All
at the
the
death in his eyes. Jesus fuck, bro.
Via Milani, hashtag justice for...
I just traveled to.
This is what this line of thinking that men and women are the same gets you.
These guys are so off their shit that they're an easy punchline. But
Chips are in the toilet. Why the divorce rates are high? Commit to her.
acts all anybody else banned, and I want to congratulate.
Okay, they talk. Wait, this tweet was like a week ago, right?
To attack the sponsors of various shows.
Who the fuck is this guy? Who the fuck is this guy, bro? Is this somebody? Does anybody here... Can you guys call up somebody from Cozy? Who the fuck is that guy? That's not Tim Pool. You're lying to me. Who? That's Gavin McInnes. I've heard that name before. So Gavin McInnes has the audacity to talk about Ethan. What does that mean?
the alt-right pipeline.
Sponsors of various shows that he decided were too right-wing.
I want to congratulate both Rich Lux and Keemstar for falling into the alt-right pipeline.
Rich Lux? Rich Lux? What? Wait, what? What the fuck is this video? What?
Supplying motherfuckers like Gavin McInnes and Tim Stool with the narratives that they want so they can continue to work against progressive causes, which is, at the end of the day, exactly what Rich Lux and Keemstar wanted, right? But should we really be that surprised that Keemstar is being used as a source by these far-right news shows? I mean, we all know that's what Keemstar is all about. Anyway, back to Gavin McInnes.
What? Is this guy retarded? Is he retarded? Am I being ableist? What is happening? Wait, what was the I'm sorry. I'm way too COVID to do this right now.
Are you really? What decisions led you to that conclusion that you had absolutely no control over? What events led you to the situation where you had to make that decision to go move to Detroit, which were outside of your realm of control? So at the end of the day, instead of being a bitter-ass motherfucker like this guy who tries to control someone else so that they can feel empowered, the best thing you can do in life is to treat others with kindness, be empathetic, coast, and hope for the best. Anyway, folks, moving on to somebody I never thought I would actually talk about on this show, but this is Gavin McInnes. He's one of the founders of Vice, also one of the founders of the Proud Boys. Now, for those of you who don't know what the Proud Boys are, they're a group of far-right, or shall I say alt-right extremists who are responsible for violent acts all throughout the country. In fact, they're basically neo-Nazis who believe in racial purity and all that other bullshit. However, Gavin McInnes has actually broken with the Proud Boys because they didn't believe in racial purity enough for his taste. Anyway, you might be asking yourself, why the hell are we talking about Gavin today, Dennis? Well, that's a good reason, folks, because he, just like our good friend Tim Stool, has fallen down the YouTube drama pipeline.
Ethan Klein worked hard to dox his enemies, to attack.
Okay. Ethan never... Alright. In Ethan's defense, I don't think he's ever fucking doxed anybody. Ooh, we got another shiny, boys.
The sponsors of various shows that he decided were too right-wing.
I want to congratulate both Rich Lux and Keemstar for falling into the alt-right pipeline and supplying motherfuckers like Gavin McInnes and Tim Stool with the narratives that they want so they can continue to work against progressive causes, which is, at the end of the day, exactly what Rich Lux and Keemstar wanted, right? But should we really be that surprised that Keemstar...
If a far-right person talks to you, does that make you far-right? Like, if a far-right person reacts to you? I mean, to be fair, someone said, did Jordan Peterson make this argument first? I don't think that would change Def Noodle's mind. I think that would probably be the same.
Star is being used as a source by these far-right news shows. I mean, we all know that's what Keemstar is all about. Anyway, back to Gavin McInnes. Literally everything he said in this video is wrong. First, he says that Ethan doxed people on the right. Then he says that Ethan came after sponsors of people on the right.
Well, on
everything
the right,
he just lied.
On the right, I don't believe that's the case, but actually maybe. I don't know. I don't watch enough of his show with Hassan to know if he did that, so I can't credit that to him. But yeah, I know. I don't think he doxed anybody.
He just literally took Keemstar's tweet and out Keemstar'd Keemstar, which is just fucking mind-blowing. He's literally out-trolling and out-lying one of the greatest serial liars in the history of YouTube. Now, it goes without saying that Ethan has never doxed anyone on the right. He's never come after sponsors of people on the right just because they were on the right. Ethan made a content nuke on...
Wait, what was that, a Freudian slip? What was that?
People on the right just because they were on the right. The greatest serial liars in the history of YouTube. Now, it goes without saying that Ethan has never doxed anyone on the right. He's never come after sponsors of people on the right just because they were on.
He's never gone after sponsors of people on the right just because they were on the right. Good one, buddy. What the fuck?
On the right. Ethan made a content nuke on Keemstar exposing some of the most egregious things that Keemstar has done on the platform, which would have gotten anybody else banned. And in that video, he just pointed out that as Keemstar's encouraging somebody to jump from a bridge, somebody who literally months later ended up jumping from a fucking bridge, he has a fucking
Dude, he's like this close to saying that Keemstar talking to Etika was a hate crime because a black guy died. That's like, that's how close we are to like complete insanity.
Of G Fuel on his fucking desk as he's doing these things. And then Keemstar ended up turning that into a narrative of he's coming after my sponsors after Keemstar himself called G Fuel and said that he wanted to leave the company. He didn't even get fucking dropped by G Fuel. Keemstar chose to leave.
Keemstar was
at the end of the day,
to leave due to public backlash from Ethan for directly targeting his sponsor. Like, I get what when you're saying there, but like, this is every corporate situation where they don't want to leave on super bad blood. It's like, we've come to a mutual agreement to end. No, you got fired.
This is an entire convoluted narrative, and we are watching in real time how misinformation from Keemstar is...
Misinformation must be really hot. I bet she has like a fat ass, dude. Misinformation, bro.
being grabbed by the alt-right and being turned into something far more nefarious and political.
I don't know if I was part of that hit list. I probably was.
Not only did that never happen, but nobody gives a flying fuck about Gavin McInnes. Now you might be asking yourselves, folks, but Dennis, why are you talking about him if nobody gives a flying fuck about him? Well, here's the deal. This is a terrific example of exactly what happens when somebody who is actually well-intentioned, who is an ally, makes a mistake, apologizes for the mistake, but for some reason, it's never enough. And that person ends up getting dragged
Dude, is
and
this
punished.
guy like having a fucking crisis about his own life? This is what happens when you make a mistake and you apologize and then they never let you get away with it. It sounds like a fucking, like, he's going Joker mode about himself, but through Ethan.
Punished far more than somebody who is actually an enemy to the cause, like Mr. Gavin McInnes. So what Gavin is doing right here is he's trying to highlight the hypocrisy of our side, of the left.
Our side, the left. Guys, the YouTube drama sphere, our side is the left, okay? Don't let anybody tell you different, boys. It's the left.
Progressives, so that he can hopefully get some of the people on our side to think, hey, these people
Dude,
on my
I'm gonna be
side.
honest with you, alright? I hang out with guys on Twitch. Dude, that shit helps me, like, flesh out my positions and see what I... Dude, I listened to Deaf Noodles for 1 minute, and I'm like, shit, dude. I need to start watching some of these fucking crazy streamers again. You know what? Maybe the wall makes sense. Okay. You know what? Maybe, I don't know. What's another Trump policy? I can only ever think of the wall. All right, maybe not single out Mexicans if we're talking about yeah, literally. It's like I'm listening to Dennis and I'm thinking like, bro, QAnon has a fucking point, my dude. Good one, Big V. That's what I hear though. I'm thinking like, all right. Yeah, Deaf Noodles and Hassan Piker, what an episode.
Side aren't that good. They're all backstabbing motherfuckers who are just willing to just drag each other through the coals. They don't really have any morals. This other side sounds really good. They sound like they're good people.
Dude,
like
I want to watch like 7 Sargon videos in a row, and then just, you know what? Fuck it, dude. We're done with this. All right, I can't do this anymore. I need to listen to some real politics, my dudes. A little more real politics. This is what I needed. Okay, thank you.
Before I get into what Elon
Thank
Musk
you.
buying
Oh,
Twitter
fuck, that's so
apparently
much better.
does or does not mean for the world, I wanted to briefly touch on an interesting development that I'm just now hearing about.
Okay.
Which is that since Elon's Twitter deal has unofficially gone through, Twitter leftists and even some celebrities are bleeding followers, many of whom in the hundreds of thousands. And Twitter conservatives are gaining followers.
Oh
in a
no, what
similar
are you
measure.
gonna say, bro?
I think Ben Shapiro said that he's received like over 200,000 new followers just overnight. I think any fair analysis can only interpret this one way.
How?
Which is that some Twitter executive, finally pulled the lever, letting go of all of their, or at least some of their obvious shadow banning of conservatives.
Wait, what do you think shadow banning of
Keep in mind,
conservatives is? Wait,
the
what?
leftists-
Wait, so you mean at the time when people are saying they're leaving Twitter, and then all the right-wingers are coming back to Twitter, you're saying the only logical conclusion we could come to as to why the numbers show this is that a Twitter executive went rogue and then unshadow banned the right? That's a fucking crazy take. What the fuck? That makes no sense. Why wouldn't it just be that people are leaving and then people are coming back? Like, you realize that this stuff doesn't just happen overnight, right? That Elon isn't he hasn't reworked the whole algorithm yet. I mean, I think one of Trump's executives came back to Twitter because he thought it was safe, and he was banned moments later in his return. So, I don't know, bro. That's kind of a nuclear take.
Who are saying they're leaving Twitter right now, they're not actually going to leave Twitter. They're just venting their frustrations.
Okay. So everyone who said they're going to leave Twitter just isn't going to leave Twitter, and therefore that's it. We figured it out. We can't take any of them at their word. That's how the war works.
That I'm at a loss to understand how they can hold. These far left groups are just about the worst babies I've ever seen. They have every corporation and government group worth caring about on their side. The rest of us, who are normal, now we're getting a fraction of this attention. And the modern left is just dissolving into immature insanity. And all of a sudden, this term misinformation is being parroted ad nauseum.
This
by
really
these
is
folks.
the opposite of the Death Noodles video we just watched. It's the polar opposite. It's talking about the same shit.
As though this notion recently emerged out of thin air, and it's the only issue worth caring about. Let me spell this out as clearly as I can. And this is something modern leftists will never understand. I would rather live in a world that's more dangerous, but more free, than a world that's less dangerous, but
This is
less
so
free.
terminally online because we're talking about Twitter. I get what he's saying, but holy shit, dude.
Let me say this again. I would rather live in a riskier world, right? Where I can assess the risk myself, than a world that's less risky, but where the risk is assessed for me. What the modern left will never know is that we can take care of ourselves. I'm okay in this world.
Jesus.
I am responsible for my own safety and the safety of my family. This doesn't mean we don't have laws, or that we don't have prisons, or institutions built to protect these laws. It simply means that when it comes to the spread of misinformation, I'll be okay. We're going to be okay. In fact, I would argue the mainstream media encourages more division and societal disjuncture than misinformation ever could. I mean, let's take a closer look at what this idea of not being able to share misinformation really means for a society. It means the entire population, when having discussions online, have to be correct about
So
everything,
boring. Yeah, I'm
all
not
the
gonna
time.
listen anymore. Dude, how
No
long
mistakes.
is this video? 18 minutes? Dude, Mouthy Buddha's not funny when he doesn't talk about pedos. When Mouthy Buddha goes on like a huge pedospiracy rant about symbols and shit, that's some peak content. When Mouthy Buddha gives like generic conservative take with a schizo like overlay, it's not as funny. But again, I don't know if he's going for satire, so. When's his next elite human trafficking? Metaverse, the power is in your hands. Dude, he did one video. This guy's crazy, bro. Where he just read out politicians and like how they assaulted children. It was just the whole video. Wait, let's do this.
Admittedly, as it pertains to the elite,
Dude, anybody who starts a video off with admittedly as it pertains to the elite is probably a riot.
the apparent operations they construct, and their ostensible ability to evade prosecution, I'm impressed. How have they become traffickers, given lenient or no sentencing at all in relation to their stated crimes?
Here we go.
It's important to remember that these were the only public officials who were actually caught, right? One wonders how many more government people are currently molesting children in secret right now.
Fresh allegations that TV icon Sir Jimmy Savile abused young girls during his career.
In a statement, the BBC said it conducted extensive searches of its files to establish whether there is any record of misconduct.
The BBC is the same organization that, according to their own investigation, knowingly allowed Jimmy Savile, one of Britain's most prolific pedophiles, to sexually abuse children. Even while rumors of his penchant for kids spread, he was knighted in 1990, and just months ago, an independent inquiry advocacy group, and all of the accused are now dead.
Jesus!
The UK's most notorious address is Dolphin Square, home to MPs, senior military, royalty, spies, law enforcement, and other
Guys,
powerful
don't
figures.
tell Vivian we're watching this. She'll get really mad, okay? I don't think he's a banned streamer, so I think we're good. But,
In a dossier presented to Scotland Yard, one victim, named Nick,
oh no!
would be
It's
taken
me!
there in a chauffeur-driven car and abused by a group of men during parties, saying at one point he witnessed a boy being strangled to death by a Conservative member of Parliament. A similar dossier was given to Margaret Thatcher in 1999. She never mentioned it.
What?
I encourage you to share this video with skeptics of this topic. They can vet the information and discover that it's all true. I want these people to know what's going on. The culmination of my research into elite human trafficking has convinced me without question that pedophiles, in large part, manage, own, and run the world. And to think otherwise is misguided. For example, not all sex offenders are pedophiles, right? But it's still true that the majority have committed sexual crimes against children. With that in mind, consider this question. How many sex offenders do you think live in your zip code? The number might surprise you. Now, scale that number up to your city, then your state, then your country, and the number jumps to over 800,000, and this is only in America, and only the offenders who were caught. Forensic psychologist Dr. Michael Cito, an author of Pedophiles with an Interpretation
Sorry, I'm muted again. I was sneezing. I turned it off. Yeah, you know what? Honestly, I think I need a nap, to be honest. But Augie's gonna go live later tonight. I think this was a good touch base stream. I'll try to get the videos done. Ugh. Yeah, it was a sneeze moment. I didn't have the sneezing problems before. I think that might actually be allergies. I might be getting double fucked right now by allergies. That would be terrible. Maybe I'll go take a Zyrtec. Whew. Alright, who are we raiding into? We're gonna use our big raid. I'm gonna raid the shit out of somebody, dude. Should we raid Hassan? No, let's raid, whoa, I hit the wrong button. Lol. Oh, God. Let's get at least 100 of you fuckers into this thing so we can send the big fucking... We gotta send more viewers than he has. Lol.